If you clicked on this video, you probably want to find a way to organize your life. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, because I just found that I was just never able to finish the things I wanted to finish. My mind was always racing on things that I had to do, and I was never just enjoying the moment. I knew I had to find a way to organize my 9-to-5 job, my new life as a new dad, and also the rental business that I have with over 50 tenants. I needed to find a way to just make sure that I wasn't missing anything and I was able to keep my mind at ease and enjoy the present moment. If this sounds like you, well, I'm gonna share with you the 3 apps that I use that run my entire life. So in my life, there's 3 things that I cannot live without: my laptop, my phone, and my AirPods. These 3 things, if I didn't have any of this, I would be completely screwed. So the first thing I wanna show you is Notion. And that's an app that I found that helped me build completely customizable pages that help me in every aspect of my life. And I'm gonna show you exactly how I use it. All right, so now we're on my computer and we're in Notion. Again, this is just a phenomenal tool that everyone should learn. It's got so many different features and functions, but I'm just gonna show you the simple things that I created that help me organize the way I live my life. So the first thing that I use is a page called Get Shit Done. And this is just a simple page for me to organize all of the tasks. And there's really 3 simple views here. The first thing is my inbox. And for someone like me with all these projects and things I'm trying to do, on a daily with my work and, personal hobbies and the real estate and even this YouTube channel and other side businesses that I have, things come up all the time. And I just need a simple place to put all my thoughts, just any ideas that come up throughout the day. I just want a simple spot where I can just dump those ideas. And that is the inbox, right? That's what this is here. So very simply, I can just go in and say, hey, need to go grocery shopping for baby food. Or I can say something come up for my business, need to investigate the 3 houses from Cindy. Great. Oh, something came up for YouTube, or I have a new idea for a video. New video, how to organize my life with Notion and other apps. Great. So this is something that I just continuously add ideas and thoughts throughout the day. And this is on my phone, so I can just quickly add these notes, and it's all right here when I get onto my computer. Then what happens is I've created a few filters here and columns, and I'm able to organize these things. So the first thing is I look at the tasks and I say, what needs to be done right now, right? What's urgent? What needs to happen? Well, getting groceries for my baby is probably pretty urgent. So I'm going to click ASAP. Need to investigate the houses from Cindy? Yep, very urgent. New video to organize my life with Notion, other apps. You know what? Might not be, I don't have to do that today. I need to spend some time on it. Well, I want that due in a week, right? So I click on this, I pick a random day here. So now everything is here. I can even put in what project this is for. So this is for YouTube. And now my inbox is completely clean. It's all organized and all of my tasks have been where they need to be seen. And that's the next section. So I can see, this is the stuff that I've had throughout. But my next section here is the do now section. So this is everything that I've marked as ASAP. I have to do these tasks as soon as I possibly can. Some of them have not started. Some of them have started. I have my notes here, what the due dates are, what project they are for, what they're associated for, if I fill that in. But again, this is just an amazing way for me to see on a daily what needs to be done right now, and I need to get on it right away. The other tasks are the ones that are, like I said before, they're not urgent, but they're due soon. Generally, they're due in the next week or what are the next couple of weeks. So things like finalizing my website layout, open education account for my new baby, all this good stuff. This is all stuff that I have marked as not ASAP, not that I need to do, today, but things that are coming out that I need to put some focus on and make sure that I'm getting some progress, making it easy to see that what's coming down the pipe. So these are all things that I need to see. And that's it. I use my inbox on a daily. I'm constantly putting ideas and tasks in there. And then I've sorted by what needs to be done now, what needs to be done later. And it's all done for me. And I just quickly review all of them on a daily and I'm good to go. Then I've also created different pages and workspaces. So for example, my YouTube. In my YouTube, I have my dashboard. So I have, again, the task that I just created to create that new video automatically shows up here for this hub. So this is my YouTube hub. So all my tasks associated with YouTube is right here. I also have a content tracker. So things like all the ideas that I have, what are some, video ideas that I just not started, what are some ideas that I just threw out there. And then as I'm working through it, if I actually pick an idea that I like and I'm starting the writing process, I can just quickly drag and drop. Then I start filming, video editing. So I send it to my editors, and then it's finally posted and it's completed. This is just another phenomenal way for me to organize my thoughts by the different aspects and projects that I have going on in my life. So that's Notion. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll answer all of them. Now, the second piece that I do is the calendar. So this is one of the favorite things that I've done and that I've learned and I've completely adopted that's completely changed my life. And that is creating what I call the master calendar. In this, and it's through Notion, I've connected all the different calendars, my wife's calendar, my work calendar. Everything is visible to me in one view. But what I've done also is figure out what I believe would be an ideal week. So I have my tasks on Notion that I'm doing day to day, but I also want to see how am I going to spend my time for the week? What is that? If I had all the time in the world, I had full control of my time, how would I spend every single hour in a perfect world? And this is what this looks like. Looks really messy, but when you break it down and do this for yourself, you will see how just game changing this is. And you'll actually see where you're spending your time and what gaps you have and where's your free time? What are you accomplishing? What are you not accomplishing? Where do you want to spend all of your time? What's the most important things for you? That is what I did here. So before you saw this, it was a complete blank calendar and I added all the blocks that I would want to spend my time on. For example, in the morning, I want to start with the gym. Then I want to go into my morning routine. Breakfast with the family. I want to have some family time before I start work. And then I actually start my work. In my ideal world, I start at 9 o'clock. I go until 4 or 5 o'clock. That's my work time. It's blocked off. After work, I get into more family time. I go for a walk. I start preparing dinner. I have a little bit of a break. On Mondays, I do a business reflection. I understand how is the business going? What are some new ideas? What are some other ways that I can add value to my clients, to the, rental business? I just do a full reflection. It's all blocked off. YouTube scripting is here when I think about new ideas, and then I start my nighttime routine. Same thing happens the next day. I go back on, I have my gym, my morning routine, work, I put in my family time. I have my filming day. So every Tuesday it's filming time. Every Wednesday is date night. Every Thursday is another business reflection day. I have my one-on-ones with my property managers and other people on my team. I have my movie night and social night. That's all scheduled in the calendar. And this really helped me with my problem of not being able to think or, really enjoy the present moment, right? With so many things going on in my life, it was very hard for me to actually just enjoy the moment that I was in. So if I was going for dinner with my friends or I was spending time with my family, my mind would always start, still have thoughts of what do I need to do next, or a new idea would come in and I would just, think about that idea. I didn't have anything organized. I didn't know, when could I spend time on YouTube? When can I spend time on my real estate? When can I spend time on my family? I wanted to make sure that whatever I was doing in the moment, that's all I want to do. That's all I wanted to think about. I needed to find a way to compartmentalize all of the different projects and the different time spent on the different things. Otherwise, everything just got mashed up and I was never just doing any one individual thing. I was just always all over the place and my mind would be racing. I just was never able to enjoy the moment. This really helped me, if I have family time, it's only family time. That's it. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not thinking about YouTube. I'm not thinking about my business. I'm not thinking about TV shows, anything. I'm with the family all in. That's what I'm doing. Because now in my mind, I'm not worried anymore about anything else because I know my schedule has all the other things that I need to think about. It's already incorporated in the calendar. It's already blocked off and I don't have to think about it. It's done. I've also put in different tasks like things that I just don't want to think about, like watering my plants every 3 weeks. It's done. I get a reminder. I put in a bunch of different other things in here for myself that help me with those tasks I never ever want to think about, and it's just automatic. So if I encourage you, try to find a way to, build a calendar for yourself, start with a clean slate, and just try to map out what would be the ideal week for you. Put the blocks in and see where you're spending your time. As you can see on mine, I have a lot of white space still. I have a lot of open time. And this is amazing to me. It doesn't mean I have to just do more things, but it means that maybe I could add some, extra time on other things that I do find important, or if I want to take on more projects, I will. But, I now know exactly where and how my time is spent. And this is critical. Now, I'm going to show you good old Excel. This is, again, I know some people might be cringing, but this has just been something that I've used for all my properties. And obviously I've taken away all the addresses for privacy, but this is literally the file that I've created that helps me keep track of all the expenses and my forecast for the year. This is just a sample for one of the houses. So, everything's already laid out for me, all my projections, the maintenance costs. I have all of the tabs open. I go all the way from 2018 in this case, when I moved to this format. Every single year is tracked. I have charts that are automatically populated that show the year over year income, the losses, the projected forecast, all that good stuff. It's all built in Excel, right? So call me crazy, but if it's not broken, I don't need to fix it. And if you want to find a template like this, feel free to comment Excel template or real estate template, and I'll make sure that I reach out to you and I can help you build something like this as well. So this is just what I use for myself to manage my property's revenue, expenses, and create the projections for the year. All right, so I just showed you the tool that I use that manages my entire life, which is Notion and my master calendar, and of course Excel for my rental business and for the numbers. Now, what do I use for communication? Because like I said, I have over 50 tenants. I have a lot of different teams that I talk to that are all over the place. The one thing that I use is WhatsApp. I know it's a little old-fashioned, and I'm gonna be upgrading the way that I communicate. It's actually gonna be integrated with Notion. But for now, what's worked for me for the years is having a completely different messaging app. Because again, I really wanna disconnect my personal work and my rental business. I wanna disconnect all of them. So WhatsApp is what I use for the rental business and all the communication I have with my property managers and the tenants that I manage. This gives me the ability to create groups, and I also have ways to mute, different groups based on the timing, because again, everything is structured, and make sure that I have a work-life balance. I only respond to different, requests and texts and group chats on certain times. So everything is already organized in that way. So the messages are not just coming in and flooding, every second. It's all managed in WhatsApp on a completely different notification timeline, and things are muted the way that I need to. So that's just how I make sure that everything is completely separated and I'm not being bombarded, on my personal time on things that I need to handle on schedule time for my business. So that's how I manage my life. Please let me know if you have any other ways or any tools that you have. Comment below, and hope you enjoyed the video.